Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel, Peace, Love, Faith, and Divine Union, where we learn and discuss about twin flames, divine love, spirituality. We also are going to talk about how we can shift our mindset from a lack to an abundant state and how to co-create the reality that we truly desire and a life that we truly want to live, being our most authentic and best self. I am Kanisha. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for joining me today. And today's video and topic is going to be on the stages of harmonious union and coming into union with your twin flame. And I'm going to share a little bit of my story and my experience in each stages. So definitely grab a piece of paper and a pen, sit back, get some coffee or some tea, and relax. All right, so there are 4 stages to your twin flame union, and we're going to discuss all of them. And all stages can be happening ultimately, happening, and all, oh, what are the words I'm looking for? So many things are trying to come out of my mouth at once. They can be coexisting at once, is what I'm trying to say. So the 4 stages, the first one's going to be the decision, the second one's going to be the meeting, the third one's going to be the upset, and the fourth one is going to be unconditional love. And so let's go ahead, and as I progress through all of them, you'll see how you might be really far into your union, but experiencing having to make a decision within your union, and you'll find that you're meeting your twin flame in that space. You'll have some upsets, and eventually as you work through it, using your inner work, really using them as seeing them as your ascension buddy, as seeing them as your perfect divine mirror, and that they are a spiritual tool to help you ascend to your best and authentic self. Also, them being your ultimate teacher and reflecting to you the places that desire and need love and attention. And then you'll also see where you will naturally come to unconditional love within your twin flame as you heal the upset. So what I love to recommend if you're new to the journey is the Twin Flames Finding Your Ultimate Lover book by my gurus, Jeff and Shalia. I'm in this book all the time, guys. One of my favorite things to do, especially if I'm working through an upset, I will talk to God and I'll be like, God, talk to me. Help me understand what I'm moving through this moment. I'll just open the book to a page and I guarantee, hey, look, stage 3, the upset. That wasn't even stage. That's what it says. Stage 3, the upset. So actually, I might be moving through an upset, and that is fact. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to move through my feelings, and then I'm going to come record a video. So yes, anytime I'm moving through anything, I just flip open this book. And you can really do this with any book, but this is the book I tend to go to, and God communicates to me perfectly through this book. So the first stage of it is going to be the decision. So deciding to be with your twin flame and to ultimately make the decision to let go of all other relationships, romantic relationships, soulmates, and really deciding to go all in with your twin flame union. And even if you don't know who your twin flame is, what you're actually doing is you're going all in with your relationship with yourself. And so that is going to be the most important relationship in your entire life, is your relationship with yourself and your relationship with your creator, God. And so when you focus on really deciding to go all in with your relationship with God and yourself and committing to that, your twin flame is going to reflect and mirror back that decision back to you. And this is really important because you don't want to be back and forth. This is where a lot of people get a lot of third-party situations or just manifesting just really odd situations in their union, is because they're back and forth about committing to themselves and committing to their creator. And they're really trying to get their twin flame to commit to them. And that is not the direction that I invite you to go at all. I really invite you to really focus on yourself. So making the decision is going to be really important. And I'm guessing if you're here watching this video, then you've already made that decision. So allowing yourself to fully commit to that decision is going to be really crucial and important. And allowing yourself to relax into that decision is also going to help you start to see how your life is starting to align to that decision. It's going to show up in different ways and synchronicities. God's going to really start to move you forward on that path of yes, I'm going to bring you together with a person I created for you that is your perfect um, complement. And that means that you're going to have things come up that no longer align with the direction that you're headed into. So it's going to be time to like purge and let go of those things. So that first stage is going to be the decision. It's really the easiest stage. But you know, sometimes we get really upset when it looks like our twin flame isn't making the same choice. It's like, fine, forget it. I'm not choosing them anymore. No, I really encourage you to make the choice to just commit to yourself and to committing to being the best and most authentic version of yourself. And when you do that, you will see that you naturally will attract your twin flame into your life. They're going to be magnetized to you in that way because they're attracted to your light. They're attracted to you really choosing to love and like enjoy life and really pursuing your life purpose, really pursuing just the desire of becoming the best version of yourself. So make that decision. The second stage is going to be the meeting stage. And this stage is going to be the longest stage. Sometimes for most unions, it's going to be somewhere between 3 and 5 years. For my union, it was about 3 years. And so in that 3 years, we were having to meet each other in all these different places and really having to reveal to, for me, it was him revealing to me that like he was my twin flame. And that was through having a lot of conversations, having to move through upsets. Like I said, you might be moving through 1 or 2 stages at the same time, sometimes 2 to 3 stages at the same time. But I found that through the meeting stage, we really had to work through a lot of upsets to really see if we met each other in love in these places. And once we really met each other in those spaces, we were able to experience unconditional love in that space as well. So you're going to find that you're meeting each other in spirituality, meeting each other when it comes to family, meeting each other when it comes to your life purpose. And that just means that these are spaces that no one else has ever met you on this level. And really getting to know each other on all levels, on all different levels of intimacy, of just really knowing each other at the core. And this is really how you truly reveal your twin flame is by communicating with them and really getting to know them on such a deep soul level, knowing their core values, knowing their vision for life. If they have the same 5 core values as you and have the same vision of life for you, good a good indicator that this is your twin flame. And really being able to see, like, are they going to be willing to move through the hard stuff with you, and you still find that you guys come closer together, which then leads you to the upset stage. But when I want to really kind of just touch on when I said that it can take 3 to 5 years, like, I really hope that that doesn't discourage you, because you'll find that during that time you're also meeting like all parts of yourself, and you're getting to know yourself on a really deep and intimate level as well. So I encourage you not to rush that. There's many times where I was like, man, I wish that we could just like get into union. But once I really did come into union and move in with my twin flame, there were still places where we were meeting each other. Even though we were in union, there were still many places where we had to get to know each other and had to move through things in order to meet each other in love, meet each other in God, and ultimately like meet each other in his peace as well. So be very patient with that process, and know that that's probably the longest process other than the upset stage, which is what we're going to go into. So stage 3 is the upset stage, and this can feel very uncomfortable. So if you don't have the tools like mastering the mirror exercise, I've talked on this a lot on my channel of really mastering all 4 steps of the mirror exercise. You will also find that in this book as well. 100% like recommend this book, guys. Like, this is the one book that I recommend if you choose to pursue the path of twin flames. The other book I highly recommend for me is the Bible. So those are 2 things that I am still, those are like my 2 resources. And within my union, we're learning how to meet each other, because my twin flame is full-blown Christian and I am a unionist Christian. And so we're learning how to like bring those 2 together, and how those 2 religions really do coexist and complement each other. And so the upset stage is one of those stages where you will find that it seems like everything's going good, and then all of a sudden, a wave of upsets will come up, and that's because you're going deeper into love. And so whatever beliefs that you're holding on to, whatever patterns, whatever programmings you're holding on to that is no longer aligned with that level of love that you're going into, it has to come up to the surface to be healed and to be released and to be purged. So know that even though you're a twin flame couple, you're a regular couple. Like, you're still gonna have upsets, you're still gonna have fights. And it's really important to have the mirror exercise mastered, because I find that when I'm moving through upsets with my twin flame, I will tend to want to like argue with him on the outside, but once I go within and do the mirror work and I surrender it to God, and I recognize that my upset is with God and not really directly with him, then the upset starts to dissolve, and I don't have to do a lot of exerting a lot of energy on the outside to just argue and try to get my point across, when I could just heal it within. And so mastering the mirror exercise is going to be really, really important. Just because you come into union with your twin flame does not mean you're not going to have upsets. You're going to actually see them escalate and really kind of be in your face more, because you're with your twin flame 24/7. So it's really important to have that mastered. The other thing that I really recommend is an Ascension coach, y'all. I have been working with an Ascension coach since day one. I see my Ascension coach weekly. I don't know what I would do without that woman. And so if you need an Ascension coach, I'm here to help you work through those upsets with your twin flame. My clients have many successes. I just had one today where she was so ready to give up on her twin flame journey. And I was like, no, don't give up. Like, you're just around the corner, I promise. And then she sent me a picture of them holding hands and talking about how they're gonna work things out. And I'm just like, yes, like, I know this works, I promise you guys. But sometimes you just need that extra support to guide you through that process and to help you see the patterns that you may not see because you're in it. So the upset stage is one of those stages that feels like it's gonna be kind of the longest, but if you work through it all the way using the mirror exercise and really recognizing that your twin flame is mirroring your upsets with God, your upsets with love back to you, then you can really surrender to the work and really love those parts of yourself, and you will see your twin flame love you back and that reflection back to you, which leads you to stage 4, unconditional love. So harmonious union is usually the stage of unconditional love, where you experience more harmony than disharmony, where you experience more love and joy because you've healed a lot of those core blocks. Now, unconditional love does not mean that you're not going to experience upsets. Like, guys, like, we have to get clear that we're going to always be experiencing upsets until we perfectly ascend to God. And when we move through those upsets, know that on the other side of that upset is unconditional love. So unconditional love is the space of it's your natural state of being. And when you can really choose to unconditionally love your twin flame, even if they upset you, even if they're doing something that doesn't feel good to you, and you can see that they are you and you are them, and they're just reflecting back this part of you that needs love, you're going to find it much easier to really relax into the unconditional love. And know that that is part of their purpose, is to help direct you back to God, help direct you back to unconditional love, your natural state of being. So unconditional love is really that juicy part where you get to experience all the harmony with your twin flame. You feel like you're in sync. You feel like all things are going really well. And that's really where you're going to find yourself being predominantly. I found that when I came into union with my twin flame, at first I felt like we were kind of arguing a lot and I couldn't figure out why. And then God reminded me of the 4 stages. And God's like, you're in the upset stage right now. Like, you're learning how to harmonize. So everything that's out of harmony has to come to the surface and be purged. So have patience and really have compassion for this part of the journey and choose unconditional love. And so anytime I was moving through an upset, I would just say, like, I choose unconditional love here. I choose to let go of the upset and to really learn the lesson from the upset, so I don't have to keep learning this lesson. And once I really did that, that upset started to dissolve, and we both were able to come to an understanding and meet each other in peace. So me just making the decision and choice to choose harmonious union and choose unconditional love and choose to just be with God in that space led me to really being able to dissolve that upset and meet my twin flame in unconditional love, meet my twin flame in peace. Now, it's not always easy because sometimes these upsets are like in your face and they just like, you feel so intense and like your body's in like fight or flight. And so, again, this is where the work is really important, mastering the mirror exercise, reaching out for support. If you have a coach, if you need a coach, again, I'm here. I am here to support you in any way that I can, but you're not meant to do this journey alone. So I really invite you not to try, because I tried, y'all, and it was hard. It was so hard, and I do not recommend that for anyone. So really know that these 4 stages are important to recognize what stage you're in so that you can move through it with grace. You can move through it with just really a lot of love and a lot of patience and a lot of compassion. And you will find that the more that you master that mirror exercise and that inner work, the more that you will find yourself relaxed in the stage of unconditional love, of harmonious union. So if you need support, definitely check out my link below. I do offer a 30-minute intro session just to make sure that we are a good match. And I love being able to help people come into union with their twin flame, and not only with union with their twin flame, but union with self. And this work really helps you like co-create the life that you truly desire. Like, I literally live in such a beautiful life and a beautiful home with my beautiful man, and these are things that I didn't think were possible, but by doing this work, I've really been able to co-create that into my reality and live a life that really serves God and glorifies God and His love for me. So definitely don't forget to like and subscribe. Share this video with anyone who you think would need it. And definitely leave some comments below if you have any questions or if you have any video recommendations that you'd love to hear. It's so good to be back and talking with you guys again. I've missed you, and I am going to start doing lives on Wednesdays, probably 3 p.m. EST is what I'm looking at, somewhere between 3 and 6 p.m. EST. But once I get clear, I'll post that too. So I hope you guys are doing well. I love you guys. Peace, love, and faith. Take care of yourselves.